Welcome to your weekly look at West Georgia Wolves men's basketball on the Coach Dave Moore Show. And hello again, everybody. Welcome to the Coach Dave Moore Show, West Georgia Wolves basketball. Home stretch coming up of the 2019 portion of the schedule. 7 games remaining, 5 of them on the home boards in the Coliseum. Coach Moore, welcome in. And before we get to the Blazers and what we got coming up, we'll talk about the Tennessee trip. It was a tough one last week.
Tough trip. We didn't bring the energy we needed to bring against Union, and two really talented offensive teams. Union shot the lights out. As you watch tape and you prepare for them, that's what they do at home. And they've had some really big games at home and beat some really good teams. And their guys were making shots, and we didn't have enough of that and enough of defensive intensity to get it done there. But I thought we played better at Christian Brothers. We battled. We accomplished what we wanted to accomplish defensively for the most part. It's just, they have 2 really good players, first team all league level guys that are, probably 2 of the top 4 or 5 players in our conference. And they did what they do. And, Mark Will had a big game. We battled. We just didn't have enough from the other guys. I think we had 3 guys that we rely on for some perimeter scoring, and, those guys combined 1 of 15 from threes. And, when you're playing a team like Christian Brothers, you gotta make some threes over the top of them, and we didn't make enough to get it done.
Well, that long trip, it's in the books. We don't have any more really long ones left here in the regular season. Now we're coming home. The Blazers and the Argonauts are coming to town. We beat Valdosta in their building 3 weeks ago, but that's still a very good, very talented team Mike Helfer's bringing up here.
Yeah, they're really good. Probably the most talented offensive team in our league. Union's right up there, Christian Brothers is right up there, and now we got Valdosta State again. And when you look at their shooting percentages and what they do as a team, what they do as individuals, it's really, really impressive. Averaging almost 90 a game overall, and they got guys that can shoot it from deep. They got guys that can score inside. They've really got a nice mix, of talent offensively, and we gotta battle. We gotta battle.
How is rematch situation? Sometimes we're going to try to get somebody that got us the first time, but they're looking to do that to us again. And they have guys, especially I think of Justice and Morgan, who always seem to play their best when our uniform's on the other bench.
Yeah, they're going to be up for the game. It's a big game. It's a big game for us. It's a big game for them. The Gulf South standing is all stacked together. 1 or 2 games separate a lot of teams. So this last 7-game stretch for us is really important. We're going to take them as they come, and we've got to be ready. We've got to be ready. I thought we played with great energy at Valdosta State. We turned them over more than they traditionally turned the ball over, and that really, in the end, is what did it for us down there. So we've got to come with a lot of fight, a lot of scrap, and be willing to battle for 40 minutes.
Well, we'll kind of edge it along a little bit. I know we always look at the next one as the most important, but
sure.
Fans are going to be seeing this on the eve also of the West Florida ball game. Big old long team that the last 3 or 4 weeks has been playing their best basketball.
Yeah, I believe they've won 5 out of the last 7 games, and they've had some addition by subtraction with their roster, and they found the right mix of guys, and they're talented. They're talented. They got long physical bodies. They can go off the dribble. They've got an inside presence. They've got guys that can knock down shots from the perimeter. They play a variety of defenses, zone, man, some triangle and 2 to try to keep you off balance. So they've kind of found their rhythm, and it's going to be a big time challenge. But we got to focus on Valdosta State here first, and then once Thursday's over, we'll turn the page to West Florida. And we've got 2 really good teams coming in the Coliseum this week, and we're excited about the opportunity.
How hard is that quick turnaround, that Thursday, Saturday that we get in this league? Last week you had the ultimate contrast from Union to Christian Brothers. Yeah. This week, I don't guess every 2 teams, it's some kind of contrast, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Valdosta's mainly man-to-man. They'll mix in some pressure and things, but the one-day turnaround for the zone and the triangle and 2 a few weeks ago was harder on us. It's a different style, totally different game than we played at Valdosta. But, there's some familiarity now with the second time around. But to be honest with you, Mitch, I don't like the one-day turnaround. The Thursday, Saturday, I don't like one bit. I'd rather have another day to prepare. I'd love a Wednesday, Saturday type league setup, but I don't have any control over that. So everybody's in the same situation playing Thursday, Saturday. So we just got to adjust and prepare the best we can and go battle.
And you're playing with a lot of youth on this ball club, freshmen, redshirt freshmen. Is there such a thing as a February wall?
I hope not. I hope not, because we need our freshmen to really play well here coming down the stretch. Because that's who we have. Greg's out again, with her concussion. He's out indefinitely, so we hope to get him back the last few games of the season. But our freshmen are going to have to play. We're going to have 2 of them in the starting lineup on Thursday. And, we're going to have another 2 coming off our bench. And those guys need to contribute. Hopefully the minutes they've gotten so far this year will help them. And they're not freshmen anymore, in my opinion. They've played a lot of basketball, and hopefully they can take the next step and really be key contributors for us.
And, of course, we're coming into Thursday night with the Blazers, the 135th renewal of this series. I think if you've done anything 135 times, it's got to be big.
Yeah, it's a cool tradition. I got a taste of it up there, and we were able to come out on top, and they're going to come ready. Hopefully, we'll have a great crowd in the Coliseum. We certainly need it from our students to the community and everybody to come out and support us. We need that home court advantage, and hopefully we can draw from that energy. But, I grew up in Ohio State country, and it kind of feels like Ohio State, Michigan, when you talk about West Georgia and Valdosta State. There's that type of rivalry, and it's fun. It's fun to be a part of.
Let's go get these guys, Coach.
Let's get it.
Thank you. Head Coach Dave Moore, big weekend coming up. Of course, Saturday we mentioned West Florida, 4 o'clock, a little bit after. Thursday night in the Coliseum will go a little bit after 7:30, the 135th time. It used to be the Braves and Rebels. Now it's the Wolves and Blazers in the Coliseum, and hope you come out and join us there. We'll be back next week with Coach Moore to talk about it. For Coach Dave Moore, I'm Mitch Gray. Thanks for joining us here on the Coach Dave Moore Show, and go Wolves.